So he's bugging. He has been. Now, there we go. There's your answer, right? I could feel that it's insane in here. I can. Started with the migraines. And today, all day long, I'm seeing them with my eyes. I'm up 2 days, and it's easier. Ow, I get Charlie horses on my legs and my hips. And doctor said my numbers are great, so that's me being too physical. And I feel like I've been like hibernating in a cave for 2 months. I gained 10 pounds. My daughter told me my arms got fat. And you know what? If you got really pretty biceps, and then you just don't work out for 3 months, and you don't do a damn thing. You sleep, you're in bed for like 5 days a week for 3 months. And you're not really eating right or eating enough for that matter. Because there's so much I can't eat. So you better not be knocking my crystals down. Because they're not your little toys, angel face. Now, I love you, but I knew he made those orbs jump up. See that? And I can feel them, and I can hear them. It's ringing in the ears, and I could feel them bouncing off of me. And I could just see where they were going. I knew why he was running. I can't actually see the wall totally light up. 11. I'm seeing all the 11 numbers. 911, 711, 211, 211, 211, like crazy, writing all over the journal. And I know 2 is the angels say, watch your thoughts because you're manifesting. The 11 is a master number, so I'm thinking it means that. So I try to be mindful, and I take a negative thought and I turn around immediately and try to make it a positive, even if it's just the words. So that's not like the last thing I'm leaving to the universe, because, I spent a lot of my life doing that and writing it in journals, and started reading my journals back, and I said, this has got to stop. Nobody's this miserable. And you only write when you're miserable and angry. When you're happy, you don't have written down, so all you're reading is miserable. I did that for years. And then I started with the gratitude journals. I'm doing that in 10 years, over 10 years. And I think so. 1 year, 10 years, maybe 9 or 8, so it's somewhere around there. But I didn't know that it was a Buddhism thing, and I met this chick from Grand Village with this lady I was living with. I'm very pushy. God bless Nora, I love her. She's something else. And she's a beautiful person, but pushy. Just like people coming up to you and say, have you found Jesus? That kind of pushy with the, you gotta live and let live, folks. Some people are Jewish, some people are Catholic, some people are atheists, some people are, it is what it is. You're a good person, you're a good human, you don't go out of your way to harm others, you're not fucking people over for money and to get to the top, the business ladder and all that. You know what love and light is. So I don't care what you call yourself, Catholic, Baptist, this and that. They're all religions, it comes down to it's all the same message. So, you're going to talk the talk, you're going to walk the walk. That's what gets me. I used to hear all the time, it used to drive me crazy. You do as I say, not as I do. I think I was leading an example. Is that how I'm supposed to raise my kids? That's hypocritical. You see this shit that comes down from the top of the ceiling? I also see falling feathers. Now, while I'm watching these orbs fly away, I'm just seeing massive amounts of energy flowing across the room. Just flowing across the room. See? And I guess sometimes look at that. You get a still shot, it looks like a massive purple blob, or, it's usually purple. It has been for quite some time. Since I'm 15. What is hitting the window? It's nasty out. I did ask God to keep it dark and rainy and crap. I'm up 2 days now. Wow. And I know it's the numbers, the 11 thing. And then yesterday added up to 11, and we're at 11 universal year. So yesterday kind of was a double 11. If I could added the date up right. But then we have the actual date of 11. Where did they come from? 11/11. I can't walk. My feet are blown up. I can't walk. 2 days. My daughter's having. Nobody could make my wheel spin and make me lose my mind and go to that place and become the anti-Chon, not the loving Buddhist, but, seeing red, and, when you come to, you don't know what you did or how long you were there, or who you hurt in the process, but, you hurt my kid, you're going to see that person. But having said that, I just saw blue energy go across the room from the hallway to across the couch, and I saw white energy rise right up. And I got to tell you, I've been seeing that a lot, now I'm seeing it with my eyes too. Today I can see everything with my eyes. Because I haven't slept in 2 days. I had every intention on sleeping. That's certainly didn't plan on staying up. But I'm going to sleep, and I'm sleeping 2 or 3 hours, and I can't go back to sleep. Or I'm sleeping 18 hours a day for a month. But he's been going nuts all day just watching shit. And then he'll come like 100 miles an hour running in, and then he gets a good running start, and he runs up the wall to try to get him. And you're bouncing off the wall, literally trying to get up like Spider-Man. Too funny, oh my God. And of course I know what he's doing. And I had the doctor's appointment, like I said. My beautiful Candace is leaving the practice. Why? Because she's amazing. But, and she told me it's about, personal time. I said, really? You're completely leaving your job and going into behavioral addiction, whatever, so you could have more time? She goes, don't think I didn't think about it long and hard. I said, I bet you did. I know you weighed the pros and cons. But she says, I have college loans, and she was going for her master's. So between school and being able to do what she does, I said, I get it. And I said, I would never, I'm just sad because I'm selfish and I want to keep you. But you got to live, you got to be on your way. This is your path and your journey. And who doesn't say that I don't have, a lifesaver addiction or Shetley tea? I said, I'll be seeing you. We'll figure something out you could treat me for. I do love her that much. I'm seeing a pink purpley energy to the right of the room. And it's moving in a light blue or whatever. What is he looking at? And then my kid for 2 days. My feet are all blown up again, and I can't. Oh, they're coming off my feet now. I can't walk. I can't walk. It hurts so much. You see how they bounce off each other? Like there's not enough room in here. They go slam, slam, woo, bang on each other. And so I had this cleaning fit, right? I thought I can't take it anymore. I said I was going to have an OCD day. And no matter, I was just going to keep drinking my caffeine and keep drinking my water for the energy, trying to stay as clear as I could be. And there were specific things I wanted to clean because of dust in here. I bet you it's just as dusty today as it was 2 days ago. Because it'll take 2 days to all come back, right? But then the dust starts coming together and it looks like dirty, dusty chakra with no color. It's disgusting. And I keep telling my kid, pick that up, pick that. You can name that. You can name these dust bunnies, and if that happens, we keep them. You name it, you keep it. Let's get this shit out of here. The mouth and the attitude, and I've been texting her dad, and I'm asking him for help now. My daughter fell last year, and she got a concussion. She fell backwards on the ice. And then she had a not such great experience with a boy that was a boyfriend. Boyfriend online for a year before they actually met. I just could never do that. And I know so many people that do. Like, you can go out to the grocery store or something and meet somebody, And I guess that's the way. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I got to have that in-person, in-your-face, that kind of real-face chemistry. Because anything, it could just be one way online. And then maybe you wind up wasting your time, your money, and hurting the other person because you don't get that feeling. When you see them, it's not what you thought it was. And, you can't say, oh, it was great online, and then in person, you know what, it is what it is. Some of you, part of you inside had to know that, and then you need to be true about it should it happen. My kid is just, the queen of meeting people, and this is a tiny-ass town. So if they are so-and-so from North Adams, she knew them already for 4 years, 5 years, whatever, because it's that small here. So she has that boy that looks like Mike Myers or whatever, she's going on another date with him. The first kid, the Navy kid, he came over today. And so I said, cancel the date. It's going to be storming and rainy. He's going to sleep over. I'm not having that. I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. I don't sleep in my bedroom. I cleaned for 15 hours off and on from 2 days ago. And I'm talking, I could see that with my eye. That looks like a feather. with my eyes, and I could see it in the camera. He's just loving the show. So we got into all that, and then I said, you just make it clear. I'm not comfortable. I don't have a spare room. The bedroom is all set up for her girlfriend Ames or whatever. And she'll help me clean, and she'll do real beautiful, positive things. Ames is a very good person. She's 33. She looks like she's 10. God bless that girl. And it's awkward. I don't know you, and nobody's gonna sneak up. You got kids. You know what I'm saying. You can get a horny vibe at 2 a.m, get up, and you can all sneak together and she's done that. Just, he was there. I just figured they were watching TV and shit. And I went a little bit more than watching TV. So, kid's going to be 21 years old. Come on, she's brilliant, and she doesn't have many people, and she doesn't go clubbing, and she's not the me I was. So, having said that, she knew this boy a long time. And she knew he was a little bit, he worked, but to the point of the matter, I always would say to her, you can say, I'm in a relationship, and I like, oh, you have a boyfriend, oh, so-and-so. I said, where is he? Well, online, and he's not your boyfriend. I said, he could tell you he's 6'4", he could be 5'11", beautiful, he could have the worst stank breath, and maybe his body has an odor that's not, he could be anything. And I think you're at a disadvantage to only allowing yourself to meet people online and then waiting to see if, the expectations are that you have set up in your head. Yeah, so don't do that, because you're really in for some deep shit. Brain effing, can't expect nothing. You can't get disappointed. And that's not true either. You just should expect of yourself and perform accordingly. Having said that, my 22s and 11s, I'm seeing them like crazy. She goes, well, if we fall asleep, then if he stays over, and, he sleeps in my room. I said, no, not nothing. I'm not comfortable with him in the bedroom. The curtain's down. I'm sleeping in here. He's not sleeping in the couch next to me, because it's my home, and I'm peeing every 5 minutes, and I got tea in the, I'm not, it's uncomfortable, and he should be uncomfortable too. That's not happening. Well, if we fall asleep, it's going to happen. If I'm going to have sex, I'm going to have sex, and I'm telling you, there's nothing you can do about it. Oh my gosh. You can do what you're going to do. Well, we got money for a hotel. Well, then get a fucking job. And we can't do it. I said, you got a car? Then go do it in the fucking car. I have. You're not sitting in the bedroom right next to me and then having a bad experience and dropping out of school and I can go 20 ways south. And so when the whole time you're in this depression, and the last thing, the boy was, he worked in the kitchen at see that green? That green is here. It is a lime, and it is beautiful. There it goes again. And that's not, it's always a blip. It's another 5D anomaly. My ear just went up like 10 octaves. So I'm getting a lot of that. I'm going to do what I want. I said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to call you daddy. Why don't you tell him that? You can do what you want. I'll have him come over. It'll take 15 hours to drive here. He'll make it in 10. You can tell him that. Okay, I'm going to go make a phone call. She's freaking out. And she said, do 20. I said, you can do what you want. I said, why don't you try respecting yourself? I'm not raising you to be that person. You don't bring a boy home one night, 2 nights, and then he falls asleep in your bed. And I distinctly say he can come over and you can go in there and play your games, but you ain't gonna pull that shit. And then he knows that isn't allowed. He's gonna go ahead and do it anyway. I'll tell you what's gonna happen. John Bob, it's gonna look like a walk in the park. And I'm gonna be on 2020 and Nightline. Don't you dare, like, you meeting me for the first time and you still think you're entitled to say that thing to me. And that's been happening a lot. And then she didn't like what you hear, so I'm going to throw something at you, and then she does. Are you kidding me? Okay, she got 2 strikes right now. 2 strikes. Third one, don't let it come to that. I got to tell you, she's an angel, though. She'll walk in 10-degree cold and blustery winds, make sure I have my prescriptions, or I'm not sick, or if I'm vomiting, or whatever, or it's 100 degrees. She makes sure I have what I need so that I can function. And the kid's a busy kid, and 3.7 GPA, and she's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human being. But boy, when that Thomas, the daddy in her, and I just see his side of not his mother, but the dad and my ex. That's why we're not together. I see you guys out. I just send him home. I said, Epiphany, with the boyfriend sleeping over. I said, if it's going to be so severe, and the kid lives an hour and a half upstate New York. He's 20 years old. How long has he been driving? That they were predicting, flood watch, and that happens here. And you won't be able to get through. It's pitch black. He wears glasses that are that thick. I wasn't kidding that he's more Mike Myers and the dad from So I Married an Axe Murderer. No, that's not the one. Well, actually, the other kid looks like that. That's the one that talks like this. He whispers. This one, I'm like, look, he has cold bottle glasses as well. He can't wear contact lenses. He has to wear them. And it gets pitch black here in the Berkshires, just as bad as it does in the cornfields in Illinois. Kids never been to where they were going. And it's pouring rain, and they're gonna go. He wanted to cook dinner here, and I said, no, you're not messing around my kitchen. I've been cleaning for it. And he wanted to cook my food. On top of that, I don't think so. So, cooking for 15 hours, cleaning for 15 hours, and I'll have you know, my face, no, thank God, I am completely broken out again, as if I never healed. 15 hours of cleaning. I don't know if it's the place I'm allergic to. The dust can't. It all came back. It all came. 50. I couldn't have been cleaned. I had to binge. I had to do it. I can't take it. This was looking like a closet. I did on the floors. I did underneath there. What else? I got the stove, the oven, the table, mail, which a pain in the friggin' ass. I want to say 4 loads of laundry, perhaps. I love laundry. I wish I had a beautiful laundry room with energy efficient shit and a mannequin and a steamer. I love laundry. It puts me in a really good place in my head with music. It's very peaceful. And I layer my fragrances. I can have a lavender wash, and then you put the stuff in your drawer, and a month later it's wonderful, and your pillowcases. I really, really, really like laundry. And it's the kind of thing I could do now. With the arthritis, I could still do laundry. As long as it's not massive kind of, and I can manipulate. Because there are days I can't cook or even hold a fork the right way. And I don't plan on going to live in Arizona anytime soon because that's where everybody goes with the severe arthritis like that. Having said that, oh my God, it's just this weather is. My ex-doctor said it's one of the worst places you could live. And you know what? I'm not here for me. I'm here for my kid. See, this is new. Them coming off my feet. That's crazy. They're just bouncing off my feet like crazy. My legs re-broke out too. Asking me how bad it hurts. And then I bought the pedicure thingy. That thing, I said I'm not spending $60 on an AmoPay. So I went on, I Googled what's the best, yada, yada, yada. Electric wet dry foot thingy, do your manicure. Broke out again. Look at this shit. I cleaned. Everything came back. What the effing hell? Oh, I've just been talking to Jesus and God and Mother Mary and them all day. They gotta be sick. My legs are getting shiny though, with all that breaking out. And there's a little bit of glow off the heel of my foot. But I'm telling you what. Oh, I can't. I'm telling you what. I'm going to wear turtlenecks and pants to the floor and wide brim until summer, winter. I'm never going to show anything ever again. This has got to stop. And the process of it all, and the chicken skin, the itching. And then it feels like you're being stung. Sitting down, zap. It's really, really, really fucking unpleasant. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this. But, this is my process. This is what I'm going through. And I'm taking care of it. This is actually pretty good. It was a real bad. I thought I was going to have to be put in the hospital. It was so bad because shit just kept coming back. Now today, black is coming again. I'm losing carbon. Junk falling out, chunks. I got to get in there first, I even have pictures of some of the stuff that I pulled out of my skin. And I thought it was crazy, and I thought maybe something that was already on the napkin. This was a couple of months ago, when really I can't believe my legs are shiny too. I guess that explains all this shit, right? I always picture myself like that person on TV, just all crystals. But, the itching, and I got this product that swears the doctors and Good Housekeeping, MU8 or whatever, $50 a bottle. The only thing in the world to get rid of this, you won't need antibiotics, yada yada. I got it. It came today. I tell you, we got 24 hours before I ask for my money back. Because I've applied it 3 or 4 times. I've washed 3 or 4 times. I pulled out some Coravin. Actually, not some, but a lot. Just trying, I couldn't believe, not only from the cleaning, because I completely re-broke out. Everything is just going to get redder and redder. My feet are all swollen. I swell up. Then all this gets all red. It's ugly. What the? I didn't have that when I was pregnant or dancing or ever. Not ever. It's not an essential. What was that? Oh, my heart just stood still. Not the bird thingy. I want to say 20 minutes in. That was something wicked to the right. Oh, I just got my ears went up and I got an eyeball headache for a second. I tell you, the energies, I told you that a few videos ago, massive, massive. And they're coming in everywhere, like head, tummy, but everywhere. And I think it's the whole 11. I just saw the green with my eyes. It was a tiny little blip. Again, it's just a blip, like a flash, but it's a beautiful lime green. It's been here a few times. And I saw that, but I'm looking away. Anyway, the energies, I said that I had the 3-4 day migraine, but my doctor said that my neurologist quit, my surgeon retired, so I'm just waiting for the new neurologist that called me. I'm going for the Doppler scan. I didn't go. I missed 3 appointments on the carotid because my Medicaid kept getting canceled for no reason. And then I had bad winter. I was not feeling good. So I'm going to go, as soon as they call me, I thought they would have it done already. I mean, what does it take to make a phone call? Just stupid. They got all my info. And why couldn't they let me just make the appointment right then and there? I'm telling you. Wonder why I don't want to leave the house. And then my daughter starts with that, and then nasty mouth. She saw that I broke out again. You need to get life, and you need to get out. I said, Pippi, get out. I went to the doctor. It's like 20 degrees at night, and it's cold. And I lost 50, but according to my doctor's scale, I put that back on, and I could see it. I feel like I look awful, awful, awful. My daughter told me my arms are fat today, so, she's very blunt. She has no filter, but she was not going to go to the doctor, the endocrinologist, and because every time she goes, they just tell her how fat she is, and then she can punch her in the face and leave. Ugh. By the time I got to my doctor's office, the blood pressure was 140-something over 80. Not that big a deal for somebody who's had strokes. I can get it under control. I was like this, shaking. Nobody can rattle me like my girl. My ex used to, but that's never going to happen again. Not ever, because, man, I took a lot of Klonopin when I was married to that man, boy. And all over. Can you believe this shit? Can you? Is that the most ugliest fucking thing ever? Not as strong as I was either. And look, I'm swollen. I'm all swollen. It's like, you can see my ankles, though. Sometimes you can't even see the ankles. The pain, though, I can't take Lyrica because I took something that's what do they say, indicative. So I don't want to drop dead. But, ow, that was oh, God, help me, Jesus. I'm up for 2 days. She had me so spun. Oh, they are flying, are they not? It's just nonstop shock. Well, it's been like this for a couple of days. And I'm just trying to work this out. Oh my God, and it's all